Thank you very much, John Gunn, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bulldogs Stadium here at Wheatland High School, Wheatland, Wyoming, for a very big conference game tonight between the 1-2 Torrington Trailblazers and the 1-2 Wheatland Bulldogs. These teams kind of mirroring each other in a lot of ways, not just the record. Similar skill sets, they might go about things a little bit differently, but this should be a very evenly matched football game tonight, and a big one for Torrington. My color man, cameraman, he does it all tonight. Ryan Caith is with me alongside, and this kind of a historic one tonight here, Bubs. The 100th time in the 100th year that these two teams have hooked up on the gridiron. That's quite a stat.
Yeah, I know we're talking about that just before the game here, before we got all set up here, and just, yeah, like you said, Grant, the history with both of these teams, the cross-county rivalry, always an intense matchup between these two. Kind of cool we were talking about, the past, 20 years, all the Torrington coaches we've seen. You got different coaches for Wheatland. Used to be the Cochran show over here, and he's kind of stepped back a little bit. But as you said, an even matchup tonight, and always fun to watch this rivalry matchup.
Well, it should be something, so make sure you stay tuned. And once again, you can watch this game on the KGOS Sports YouTube channel tonight as well. Just search KGOS Sports in your YouTube app, and you'll be able to pull us in here on a beautiful night for football here in Platte County. Boy, we have been 4-0 in the weather department so far this season. Just gorgeous evenings for football games. It's another one. Not a breath of wind. Flags aren't moving at all here. Crystal clear blue sky with the sun setting behind the Laramie Range behind us here. Should be a great night for a football and a fast track. And as we said, always a big one for the Torrington Trailblazers when they take on the Wheatland Bulldogs. Big thanks to our Blazer Sports Boosters. You'll hear them in the advertising department here in our commercials. Please make sure you mention it to those businesses that you heard them during Blazer games, and you appreciate their help in bringing you Torrington football all season long. We'll take a break here from Wheatland, and we'll be back to chat with head coach Russell Steinmetz about this big conference game coming up. We'll do that after this 2-minute break.
Do you need a taxidermist this hunting season? 157 Skullworks is your new local taxidermist in Goshen County. 157 Skullworks specializes in skull mounts for all game animals. 157 Skullworks will never boil your skulls, instead using other techniques to create the highest quality mounts at affordable prices. 157 Skullworks will pick up and drop off trophies anywhere in Goshen County. Go to 157skullworks.com to make your trophy last a lifetime.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Grant Jones back on the pregame show. Blazers on the road tonight, second conference game. taking on their arch rival, the Wheatland Bulldogs. And we're now joined by head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers, and 43-0 shutout of Burns last Friday night, Coach. Had to be good to get that monkey off your back, get that first victory in convincing fashion, and start off conference season on the right note.
Yeah, just entering conference play with a victory is huge. The first half we weren't all that pleased. We were excited with our first drive. Hager gets in the end zone quickly in 3-4 plays, and then we kind of stalled out for a while. Miscues by turning the ball over, bad reads, fumbling. Not good. Penalties, kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. But then we come back out in the second half and play a lot cleaner game and more up to our ability.
Yeah, third quarter was something, that's for sure. Russ, shutouts should be celebrated by a defense, and that was a special performance by your guys. I thought you set the tone early and often that you weren't going to be pushed around in this one. It also seems to me like you were spending a considerable amount of time off the snap in the opponent's backfield, and that has to be good to see consistently.
Yeah, interior plays getting better each week. Hopefully it's consistent tonight also, and excited with those inside guys, and then frees up our backers to make plays.
Offensively, Russ, you knew you had to get the ground game going after not getting on track the last couple of weeks. I thought you did that well, and once again, that started up front in a game that you knew you had to establish the line of scrimmage in.
Yeah, running the ball, and then it's going to open stuff up outside for us. We're going to start making those reads outside and throwing the ball where it needs to go, and then catching that ball. So, but no, when you have a ground game of running that's working, so we're going to stick with that one as long as we can.
I thought it was a good combination in the running department between Landry Griman, who started the game, and Caden Riggs. This looks to be a nice 1-2 punch for you back there. Is this something we'll continue to see through the season?
Yeah, absolutely. They both, each individual brings a different aspect, and both physical runners, they want more. And then you also throw in Bryce Hager there. So, there's very versatile runners.
You mentioned him. Your quarterback put his foot down in this one, that he is one of the best in the state. 4 touchdowns by Bryce. I thought he had a special night.
Yeah, it was a great night. We talk about 4 touchdowns offense, but defense, he was all over the ball too, all over the field. So, he's a special player for sure. I'm glad he's on our team.
Heck, even special teams-wise, Holden Hackett was holding down the fort, so to speak, in the kicking game. 6 touchdowns by your guys on the night. He only missed 1 extra point. He kind of became Mr. Automatic in the win over Burns. Yeah,
excited for him. Sophomore, so he has way more kicks ahead of him. And, we're working on field goals, so we're trying to figure out that distance. So he's going to be a weapon for sure for us.
Well, it is rivalry week, Russ, and you travel over to Wheatland tonight to take on the Bulldogs. In a lot of ways, to me, these two teams seem to mirror each other, at least in skill sets. Seems to be a very equal type of matchup tonight. Yeah, it's going to be very equal. Both physical up front, big guys, and then we have a quarterback that can run and throw, and same with them. So, yeah, I would say we're very similar. It's always said that there's no conference game that's bigger than any other. That being said, this is a big ball game for you tonight, with the winner being in the front seat of the conference race and the loser in the back for the time being. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing like this game. 1, rivalry, and 2, just sets the tone in the conference play. You mentioned Wheatland quarterback Brock Peasley. He cut his teeth at that position last season after Pruitt was gone, and now on to year 2, now as a senior. Seems to be very competent in that spot, and someone you'll have to watch out for tonight. Yeah, dual threat guy, like I mentioned earlier, able to run it, and then when he does decide to pull up and throw it, the ball jumps off his hand. He hits his receivers in stride, so yeah, we're going to have to hem him in, contain him, and then our cover guys got to be able to cover the receivers. This team really had to dig deep last week on the road at Newcastle to gut out a win on a night that tested their fortitude with a near 3-hour lightning delay. What did you learn from that film on Wheatland? Yeah, just Wheatland's a physical team that we've seen. We've had film on them they played Mitchell right before we did, so we broke that film down. And then the Newcastle film, Mountain View film. But no, they're just very physical team, and they were very physical to get that win against Nuke. So, Russ, this is the 100th meeting between these two schools on the gridiron. You've been a part of this great rivalry over the years, both as a head coach and an assistant coach. What does this thing turning a century old mean to you? Can't look back at all. All I want is the victory tonight. Yeah. Good answer. Big one for you tonight, Russ, against your arch rival. Good luck. Have fun. We look forward to talking with you after the game. Thank you. Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers right back here on the pregame show after this.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Braden Konar, CEO of Goshen Economic Development. In Goshen County, we believe that old-fashioned values still reign true. There is a strong work ethic and handshake deals still mean something. It's our goal to promote and support existing business and to attract new investment opportunities for Goshen County and its people. Goshen Economic Development, for the betterment of Goshen County.
Before you head over to Laramie, be sure to stop by Heartland Embroidery and gear up for the big game. They have you covered with cowboy shirts, caps, sweatshirts, and coats. There's Wyoming cups and tumblers for your favorite beverage. In addition to the huge selection of Wyoming gear, they have Wyoming cowboy clothing for kids. See their cowboy cheerleader outfits and much more. We'll see you at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington.
Welcome back to Wheatland High School, everybody. Grant Jones, Ryan Kaith, about 17 minutes prior to the kickoff for the Blazers and the Bulldogs. Let's take a swing through scores in Class 2A across the state. Last Friday night it went this way. It was Bighorn over Upton Sundance by a final of 45-7. As we said, Torrington blanked Burns 43-0. Cokeville defeated Lovell, somewhat of an upset there, 33-18. Tongue River down Glenrock 59-7. It was Thermopolis shutting out Kemmerer 34-0. Lyman blanking Pinedale 40-0. Mountain View keeps on winning. They beat Rich County, Utah 24-6. And it was Wheatland by a touchdown over Newcastle 22-14. So that makes things this way. In Class 2A in the East, the only undefeated team on the season is the Tongue River Eagles. They are 3-0, 1-0 in conference play. Then comes Bighorn, Torrington, and Wheatland, all tied for second at 1-0 in conference play. The Rams are 1-1, Blazers and Bulldogs 1-2. And then four teams that started off conference with a loss last weekend. Upton Sundance, Glenrock, Newcastle, and Burns. The Patriots are 1-1. The Herders, Dogies, and Bronx are all 0-2. That makes your WildPreps.com coaches and media football poll go this way in Class 2A this week. A little bit of moving around. Top two teams stay the same. Lyman number 1, Mountain View number 2. But with Lovell's loss, the Bulldogs drop out of the top 5, and Tongue River moves up a spot to 3rd. Bighorn moves up a spot to 4th, and Cokeville actually ties that 4th spot with Bighorn in votes after not being ranked last week. Games tonight across the state. It's Glenrock at Bighorn, Newcastle at Burns, Upton Sundance at Tongue River, Torrington at Wheatland right here as we said, Cokeville at Pinedale, Kemmerer at Rich County, Utah, Lyman at Lovell, and Thermopolis at Mountain View. That'll give us a chance to check some of your team and individual stats for this one. Boy, and I tell you what, offensively, it could not get much closer between these two. The Blazers ranked 8th in rushing in the state, 171 yards a game, 7 rushing touchdowns. Wheatland 9th, right behind them, 164 yards a game on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns. Passing-wise, that just flipped. So Wheatland in 6th, Torrington in 7th in the state. Both teams at 98 yards a game, 4 touchdowns through the air for the Bulldogs, 5 interceptions. No touchdowns through the air for Torrington so far, and 3 interceptions. Team offense, again, neck and neck. The Blazers 8th in team offense, 269 yards a game, 16.7 points per game, 7 touchdowns, 5 turnovers. Wheatland right behind them in 9th, 262 yards a game, 15.3 points per game, 7 touchdowns, 9 turnovers. Defensively, a little bit more of a spread between these two. Wheatland has seen some run-heavy teams. And Burns, boy, they did nothing but throw the football against Torrington last weekend. So that pretty much kind of sums up the stats here. But anyway, rush defense-wise, the Blazers in 7th in the state, allowing 173 yards a game, 4 rushing touchdowns. How about 24 tackles for loss? That's 2nd in the state. Wheatland all the way down in 14th against the run, but I tell you what, they have seen a lot of running plays. 330 yards a game allowed and 12 rushing touchdowns. Now, pass defense-wise, Wheatland really hasn't seen much through the air. They rank 3rd against the pass, 42 yards a game allowed, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and they have 1 sack. The Blazers right in the middle of the state, 7th in pass defense, 70 yards a game allowed through the air, 3 touchdowns, but they have picked off the opposing quarterback 3 times, and they have 6 sacks. Team defense-wise, Torrington 4th, giving up 243 yards a game, 19.7 points per game scored on them, 7 touchdowns scored on them, and they have forced 4 turnovers. Wheatland 10th in team defense, 372 yards a game, 35.7 points per game scored on them, 14 touchdowns scored on them. That's 2nd in the state given up, and 3 turnovers forced by the Bulldogs. Individually, it's Cole Gertz, the Wheatland tailback, 7th in the state in rushing, 93.7 yards a game, just shy of the century mark, 1 rushing touchdown. Passing-wise, Brock Peasley for Wheatland, 6th in the state, 97.7 yards a game, 40.8% on his passes, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Bryce Hager right behind him in 8th for Torrington, 82.3 yards a game, 39.3 is his completion percentage, and no touchdowns, as we said, through the air for Bryce, 3 interceptions. Receiving-wise, Bryce Stenson is somebody the Blazers got to keep their eyes on tonight. 2nd in the state in receiving, 78 yards a game, and he has 3 scores. All-purpose-wise, Brock Peasley, pretty good all-purpose quarterback for Wheatland, 10th in the state, 148 yards a game. Scoring-wise, Bryce Hager is 9th in the state, 8.7 points per game for Bryce. Punt return-wise, Landy Greiman leads the state in punt return average, 25.7 yards per attempt, and he's ran back 3 of them. Bryce Stenson, kick return-wise, pretty good kick returner for Wheatland, 3rd in the state, 25.2 yards per game. Punting-wise, Braden Nilsson does that honor for the Bulldogs. He's 4th in the state, 39.8 yard average. And Holden Hackett for the Blazers, 9th in the state, 32.6 yard average. Kickoff-wise, Caden Riggs for Torrington, 3rd in the state, 54.9 yards, his average. And Tyler Bonin for Wheatland, 10th in the state, 42.2. Defensively, no Wheatland players on this defensive roster. So that's what you call good team defensive football. They spread it around pretty well. Some stars shining for the Blazers, though. Bryce Hager, 10th in the state, 17.7 defensive points per game. 10 assisted tackles, 14 unassisted, 9 tackles for loss so far by Bryce, 4 sacks. Ty Bennick is 30th in the state defensively, 12 defensive points a game, 12 assisted, 11 unassisted, 2 tackles for loss. And Jacob Durant, 11.7 defensive points per game, good enough for 37th in the state. 6 assisted, 9 unassisted tackles, and 6 tackles for loss. That'll do it for stats. We'll be back with starting lineups right after this 60-second break.
Get financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at JG Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. JG Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Starting lineups brought to you by Simply Real Estate. Whether you're buying or selling, Simply Real Estate has a team of realtors that will make sure the process is as simple and stress-free as possible. Give them a call at 338-3069 or stop by their office at 208 East Valley Road in Torrington. Simply Real Estate, they make real estate simple for you. Torrington won the toss again. I think they're 3-0 on tosses so far, now 4-0, Bubs. And they defer until the second half. Wheatland will have the football. Let's run through their offensive line. At left tackle, 5'11", 215, and a senior number 71, Gabe Haroldson. The left guard, 6'2", 215, and a senior number 61, Wyatt Kafka. The Bulldogs center, 220, 5'10", and a sophomore, number 52, Jacob McDaniel. The right guard, 6'2", 220, and a junior, number 50, Bodie Stone. The right tackle, 6'5", 240, and a senior, big boy, number 62, Beckett Graves. The Bulldog tight end, 6'4", 205, and a junior, number 7, Jake Heisch. The wide receivers for the Bulldogs, 5'10", 165, and a senior, number 5, Bryce Stinson. 6 foot, 170, and a senior, number 80, Tag Mickelson. The running backs, the fullback for the Bulldogs, 6'1", 205, and a senior, number 42, Braden Nilsson. And the running back, 6 foot, 190, and a senior, number 34, Cole Gertz. And the quarterback for the Bulldogs, 6'2", 190, and a senior, number 3, Brock Peasley. I'll send it over to Bubba for a look at your Torrington D.
Thank you, Grant. Let's look at the defensive linemen for the Blazers. Of course, the Blazers coached by Russell Steinmetz. Ty Bennick, a 6'2", 260-pound senior at nose tackle. At defensive end, 6'1" senior, 200 pounds, Bryce Hager. And the other defensive end, Jacob Duran, a 5'10", 190-pound senior. Your linebackers, Barrett Eichenberger, a 5'9", 155-pound junior. Grayson Shields, a 6 foot, 155-pound senior. Another linebacker, Caden Romig, 5'5", 170-pound junior. Braden Frazier, a 6 foot senior, 210 pounds. And your cornerbacks, Nathaniel Stoll, a 6 foot, 165-pound junior. Ryan Morehouse, a 6'1", 160-pound junior. And your safeties, Matt Kibben and Tyler Nikolai. And we'll break for the national anthem and be back right after this.
Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
All right, welcome back to Bulldog Stadium here at Wheatland, getting all set for the Blazers and the Bulldogs in their 100th game. One of the best all-time Wyoming high school rivalries turns 100 tonight in our game notes. Not only is this the 100th game between Torrington and Wheatland, but the two teams began playing each other 100 years ago on November 9th, 1923, which turned out to be a 12-0 Blazer win right here in Wheatland. The 100 games and the 100 years coupled together tonight is made even more amazing by the fact that several seasons the Blazers and the Bulldogs didn't play at all, and several seasons they actually played twice. It all comes together tonight in Platte County in a huge early season conference game for both schools. Torrington leads the all-time series 78-20, and one tie coming from way back in 1934. And with the Blazers moving back to 3A next season, it's anybody's guess as to when we'll see the rivalry renewed. Here's a vote from this broadcaster to remove one of the Nebraska schools from Torrington's schedule early in the season and replace it with the Bulldogs at least every other year until the two teams at some point wind up back in the same conference together. Something this special shouldn't die so easily. Although head coaches Tony Borton and Russell Steinmetz probably aren't lost on the fact that the series turns 100, they both got bigger fish to fry tonight. This is a big conference game before the midpoint of the season, and one that can keep you in the race to the top or set you back. The Blazers and the Bulldogs both lost to difficult opponents in their first 2 weeks, and both earned their first victory of the season last week, which came against conference opponents. And the eerie similarities this year continue. Statistics-wise, these two teams couldn't get any closer offensively, ranking next to each other smack dab in the middle of 2A. And both rely on seasoned, experienced senior quarterbacks that want nothing more than to come out of here tonight with a W. Something's got to give, and it should be something to watch on a historic night in Platte County. In the 100th meeting all time, it's the Blazers and the Bulldogs tonight from Wheatland on Cinch Country, KGOS, AM and FM, on the World Wide Web at KGOSKERM.com, and on the KGOS Sports YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Kickoff is next after this.
That so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
All right, welcome back to Wheatland, everybody. We're all set, ready to go. Once again, your YouTube instructions, if you're trying to dial that up, get into your YouTube app, either on your phone, computer, TV, whatever you might have, and search KGOS Sports. You'll see us right there. Caden Riggs, one of the top kickers, kickoff artists, that is, in the state. Class 2A, has it teed up, ready to go.
Talked about that last week, Grant. He takes a leap at that football.
Yeah, he lines up 12 yards back and is on the dead run and goes right through it. It's in the air, and we're underway in the 100th meeting between these two schools as Stinson takes it at the 12. Heading to the far side, it's a reverse near side, and with the football across the 30 and banged out of bounds at the 35-yard line is Tyler Bonin. So, a little bit of trickery by the Bulldogs, and they're famous for that reverse. Seen it for years. And probably end up pulling about 5 to 7 more yards out of it than where they would have been. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. They will split 3 receivers out to start this one, and Peasley will start in the shotgun with Gertz next to him. Blazers will rush 3, possibly 4. Long count by Peasley. Going to fake the give, take it himself. He goes nowhere. Caught by Eichenberger from behind. Barrett with his first varsity start tonight. Gets him from behind. It'll be a short pickup of 2 for Peasley. He'll get it out to the 39. It'll be 2nd down and 8 Bulldogs.
Yeah, good interior rush right there by the Blazer defense. Let's see if we can start that first defensive set like we did last week, and Burns didn't allow a single yard.
Peasley surveys the Blazer D. Now Torrington kind of hopping around. They'll go with the same set. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Peasley shotgun. And this time the give to Gertz. Off right tackle, has some room. He's to the 40. Cuts it back at the 42. Has a first down and more across midfield. Dragging Blazers with him across the 45 down to the 40-yard line. And that will be a Wheatland first down. First of the contest.
Picked up, went outside on the great blocking by the Bulldog line there. Torrington just got beat on the outside.
Peasley close enough to the sideline here with Tony Borton. Just going to get the play right there. And now they'll send triple receivers out to the right side. And Heitch all alone to the left. Long count once again by Peasley. Blazers will rush 4. The give, Gertz right up the middle, goes nowhere. Slicing through and getting him down, Caden Romick. And that will go for no gain. 2nd and 10 now from the 41.
Good stop by the Blazer defense there after giving up the long rush.
This time Wheatland will send twins out to the left side. Single receiver Heisch to the right. Blazers will rush 4. Once again, shotgun and the give to Gertz, and Bennett had him from behind, let him go, and Romig and Hager will clean him up. TFL, tackle for a loss. Been a story of this Blazer defensive front all season long. They get a big one there. That'll be a loss of 4 on the play.
It's always fun watching Bennett play defense. Bigger kid, but he moves quick and comes up with some great defensive rushes for the Blazers.
Wheatland really going to use all of this play clock here. Trips left. Single receiver Heisch to the right. And the give, Gertz coming left side this time. Hager chasing him down, can't get him, but he'll be driven to the turf on a nice play by Mac Hibben at the 41. That's the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 4th and 10 and decision time here for Tony Borton. The Bulldogs aren't above going for it here in the Blazers' end. And then there's some discussion as such. Now, Nielsen does the punting, so I've heard for Wheatland, and he's not back there, so they are going for it. Twins to both sides. It is 4th and 10 at the Blazer 41. And they're going to get Torrington to jump. Both Hager and Eichenberger went across. So that's going to make this 4th down a little bit easier. Peasley with the hard count.
Yeah, 2 or 3 Blazers there that moved on the hard count, as you said. Unfortunate, because he's been going a hard count pretty much every offensive play and finally jumped on that one.
Well, they've certainly been milking the play clock, haven't they? Yeah, they're going to scoot it back a little bit. It's on the, they put it inside the 41. Now it's moved back to the 41. There we go. It's a right foot, left foot deal there. 4th and 5, Wheatland. 3 wide receivers out in the pattern, make it 4. Peasley, shotgun, looking to throw, rolling right, has some room if he wants to run it. He's to the 35 and hit and dropped, going to come up a yard shy. Nathaniel Stoll gives the Blazers the ball back. Boy, that was close.
Kind of lucky there because Peasley pretty much hesitated too much, and I think that hesitation prevented that first down. If he would have just went with a full head of steam, he'd have got it.
So Torrington will take over on downs here at their own 32. Let's see what they can do with it. They'll send Twins to the right side, running back on each side of Hager in the gun. Fake the give, now optioning near side, pitch back to Riggs, and Riggs is going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage here. Gonna lose 2. Slicing through was Gertz.
It'll be interesting, Grant. You talked about the defense for both of these teams. Now, Wheatland's seen a lot of run, and Bryce Hager can throw the football. We'll see if they go to the air a lot.
6:37 left, opening quarter. Wheatland had the possession, gave it up on downs. Torrington's turn, no score. Twins to the right side for the Blazers. Single receiver Stoll to the left. Now Shields comes in motion. They fake it to him. Quick pass to Hibben. He's got it. Mack lunges forward at the 34. And they'll put it down right there. I think it was Cooper Meyer on the stop for the Bulldogs from his free safety position. Might have been Stinson. We'll let the PA man call that tackle for me. It was Stinson. 3rd down and 8 now. Torrington in a hole of their own. Hager, shotgun, 4 wide receivers out. Looking left side, fires over the middle, it's caught. Landry Greiman, midfield, makes a move, and he's free to the 30, to the 20, and cut from behind at the 18-yard line.
Just talked about the arm that Hager had. Nice strike right there, cutting him up over the middle.
Boy, great look by Bryce, and now the Blazers will go fast. 3 wide receivers out, and this will be blown dead. So most likely here, somebody not set in time. Well, you know who likes to do this, Bubba, is the Colorado Buffaloes.
That'll be a fun game to watch tomorrow night.
Get that big first down, and boy, they're sprinting down the field, ready to hike the football. Blazers trying to mimic it there.
Trying to take the air out of the Bulldogs here.
There's going to be an offsides on Wheatland. Their first penalty of the ball game.
Penalty apiece.
3 wide receivers to the right side. Stoll all alone to the left. Here's Hager taking it himself. Dragging tacklers with him across the 5 down to the 4. Another Blazer first down. And Torrington threatening to score here now in their opening drive. Credit that Blazer offensive line opening up some huge holes there for Bryce. He wasn't touched until he was 5 yards down the field. Twins to the left side. Running backs on each side of Hager in the gun. The give is to Durant. Cuts it back at the 5. Near the end zone. Going to come up just a bit shy at the 1. It was Wyatt Kafka and Gabe Haraldson combining on the stop for Durant. Just outside the 1, I believe. Yeah, we'll call it from the 2. Two receivers left side. The give right up the middle and close, and he's in. Touchdown. Was that Hager?
I think it was Durant, wasn't it? Unfortunate part about video, tough to see the numbers on there. Run right up the gut.
Hackett will be out to attempt the point after.
Holden Hackett to attempt the extra point.
Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. And Torrington takes the first lead in the 100th meeting between the Blazers and the Bulldogs. 3:50 left, first quarter, 7-0 Torrington. We're back in 30 seconds.
And get this, I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this, my actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this, they actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin at State Farm agent Mike Rafferty's office in Torrington.
Well, Bubba, it was Bryce taking off from where he let off last week. 2-yard quarterback keeper by Hager. Hackett's kick makes it 7-0. Torrington with 3:50 left here in the first quarter. Boy, how big is it to get that first lead of the ball game on the road in a rivalry like this?
Well, especially after you defer after winning the toss. I think they've done that 2 weeks in a row, and that always gives you that extra boost of confidence, that reassurance after you defer. And then you just march right down the field that first offensive drive, get a touchdown.
Bulldogs drove it all the way down to about the 32-yard line before they gave it up on downs to Torrington. Riggs approaches to kick this one off. The left-footed kicker gets into this one, and it's picked up by Stinson all the way back at the 3. Heads up the left side, has some room. Cuts once, cuts twice across the 30, and banged out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So, nifty moves. Bryce Stenson looked like he was dead in the water. Torrington took an awful lot of time getting down the field.
Yeah, that was a good return for kind of bobbling it back there.
On that kick coverage. That ball just kind of rolled around and died, and Stenson took his sweet time picking it up. He must have known what he was doing because he rips off about a 27-yard return after that one. Well, it's Wheatland's turn now. Blazers will rush 4 on this one, and the give is to Gertz right up the middle across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That was Tyler Bonin, actually, on that carry. I actually don't see Gertz on the field. He's down here on the sideline, so don't think there's an injury there to the top Wheatland running back. Kind of curious as to why they go to the backup here in series number 2. Interesting.
You might be looking at some different looks here.
2nd and 7. Fake the give to Bonin. Peasley has it. He's going to have a first down across the 40, tackled by Hibben, but not until he gets out to the 43-yard line. Blazers with 2 first downs in this one, and now Wheatland with 2 first downs in this one.
Yeah, 22 yards rushing now for Peasley.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sub coming into the game is Waylon Milnes for the Bulldogs. Peasley's back in the gun here, everybody to the right side. Blazers will rush 5. Bonin will scoot around to go over to the other side of Peasley and fake the give to him. Peasley's going to run it again. They got everybody hemmed in nicely, and Peasley around the end for another big gainer Out across midfield into Blazer territory at the 49.
Just the same play, went the other way with it, faked the handoff and kept it.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Now the Bulldogs kind of marching here.
Wheatland will send trips to the left, single receiver to the right side. Peasley's back in the gun. And the give, Bonin right up the middle, goes nowhere. Caden Romig again. Somehow squirting through, dives at the legs of Bonin and puts him down for a loss. He's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and a long 4 for Wheatland. Got to get it to the Blazer 47-yard line.
A big 3rd down here.
Don't pay any attention to the down marker on the
That's what
far
I'm
side.
looking
It's
at.
been on 4 for about 6 downs in a row now. 3rd down, and this will be a timeout.
Yeah, they're talking about the yard marker here now in the press box.
Yes, this will be a Wheatland timeout with 50 seconds left here in the first quarter on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Your score, it's Torrington 7, Wheatland nothing. And we're back to Bulldog Stadium in 30 seconds.
Tired of feeling stuck? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward. We have checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Now is the time to grab every opportunity and enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. Start today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Well, make sure you stay tuned on our stations here. First course coming up after this one tonight. Flip it on over to 98.3 Kerm FM. Catch Tim Hurst in the high school football scoreboard show. I say football, but he's got a lot of things to talk about tonight. He might even go an hour tonight. Who knows?
He's good. He's got
Timmy.
a lot of sports to talk about.
He's got volleyball. He's got tennis. He's got golf. Something to keep him going all night long.
It's also, if you want to listen to Lingle versus Guernsey, that's going on right now over in Guernsey. Mike McNamee and Grant Caith on 98.3.
Vikings back in Class 1A 9-man this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's 3 CWAC teams in our area ranked right now. Pine, Lingle, and Southeast.
3rd down and 4 for Wheatland from their own 49 after the huge play right there by Romig. 4 wide receivers out, twins to either side. Peasley, shotgun, Blazers will rush 4. He's rolling near side, looking to find his way, gets around Hafner, heads back the other way. Peasley could go. Peasley across midfield, dives for the first down, he's got it. All the way down to the 46-yard line. Pretty capable quarterback there, and very calm peace of mind, it looks like to me, Bubba. Just kind of knew that he could get that first down on his own, went and got it, and we'll start with a fresh 4 here.
Scrambling around like Mahomes back there.
Making something happen. He went one way, Hafner went the other. And the Blazers didn't have anybody left on that far side. 1st and 10, Wheatland. 3rd first down of the night. Peasley in the shotgun, and now a stoppage of play.
It's like Coach Steinmetz wants a timeout. Oh, end of the
Nope,
quarter.
that'll do it. Yep, that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. with your score, Torrington 7, Wheatland nothing. We'll flip ends of the field here and be back for the second quarter in 1 minute.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
Trust is an important thing. That's why the folks at Blodorn Lumber work hard to earn your trust each and every day. You can count on Blodorn Lumber whether it's a new home building project, a new deck, kitchen, bath remodel, or simply making a plumbing or electrical repair. They will have the right products and the professional know-how to help you. That's why they offer over 60,000 products for your home. And with that kind of choice and a little professional help, you can get the results that you're looking for with your next project. That's Blodorn Lumber in Torrington.
Grant Jones, Ryan Keith, back live at Bulldog Stadium here in Wheatland. Blazers lead it after the first. 7-zip. Bulldogs keeping their drive alive, now have it in Blazer territory at the 46.
See if they adjust the defense after the quarter break. Wheatland able to break some runs outside on them early on in this one.
Now everybody bunched up on the left side of the line for the Bulldogs. That's where they're going with it. Here's Bonin. Gets past one tackler, but he can't elude the rest. Down he goes, gang tackled. Big tackle for loss here as Bonin will lose 4.
Yeah, more TFL. You said ranked second in 2A, Grant?
Mm-hmm. Kind of been their mojo, hasn't it?
They're good at it.
Andrew Hafner, getting some time at defensive end. So you got Hafner, you got Hager, you got Durant. Everybody knows how to cause trouble in the backfield. And it's 2nd and 14, Wheatland. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. Little flare out on the screen, and it's incomplete. And that was all caused by the pressure from Caden Romeg. He's having him a night, folks. And that really rushed Peasley into doing something he didn't want to do right there.
Well, it had just that easy dump off on that screen pass. And as he said, Grant, Romig just in there quick.
3rd down and 14.
Big 3rd down here. I don't think you're in 4-down territory if you're Wheatland here.
Twins to either side. Peasley's in the shotgun. See if the Blazer D can hold him. Straight drop back. Rolling near side. Peasley has time. Lets it fly. It's caught. Stinson to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wheatland. There are no flags. He got behind the secondary and the Blazers couldn't recover. 60. Yeah, check it, 55 yards.
Yeah, we talked about how dangerous Stinson was when we went over stats, Grant, and I think just a blown coverage there by Torrington.
Definitely so.
Had 2 DBs right near him.
Yeah, about 5 yards in front of him. And nobody behind. So Peasley to Stinson as the Bulldogs strike big here in the second quarter. Too many men on the field here on the extra point for Wheatland, so this will put them back 5 for the extra point. Of course, any penalties on kicking can loom large in high school football, and this extra point could loom large.
Yeah, not just a chip shot anymore.
See if Bonin can put it through. No problem for him, straight up and good. And so we are all tied here in the 100th meeting between the two old rivals. with 10:51 left in the second quarter. Clark & Associates scoreboard. It's Torrington 7, Wheatland 7. We're back in 30.
Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
So a Bryce Stenson 55-yard catch from Brock Peasley with the conversion ties this baby up with 10 minutes and change here in the second quarter. 7 apiece. And it'll be Wheatland's first kickoff of the night. Bonin to do the honors. Back deep for the Blazers. Landry Greiman and Ryan Morehouse. Bonin approaches. Gonna drive Greiman back to the 10. Landry straight up the middle to the 20. 25-30. Out to the 35 and down there. Good field position to start things here for the Blazers, as this will be a big drive here.
Yeah, good return there as always from Greiman.
I know it couldn't be further from the truth, but this thing really has a playoff type of feel to it. Kent Smith and I were talking about that a little bit before the game. Here's the give. Here's Riggs right up the middle. Caden Riggs free, and he'll be near a Blazer first down. He'll have it across the 45, out to the 46-yard line. And again, that front five for the Blazers, Ryan, really blowing some holes there.
Yeah, just great play as we saw last week from the Blazer offensive line. And much the same, too, from Riggs. I've talked about how good he is at running after that first contact, fighting for every yard, getting the first down there.
Twins to the left side for the Blazers. Hager, pitch back, Riggs coming, and slips one tackle. Now another across midfield, down to the 49-yard line. Caden running hard.
Yeah, tough little 5-yard pickup there.
Well, it's been quite a show in the past few ball games between him and Landry Greiman. I think switching off back and forth like that can only make you better.
Yeah, just good to have those two in your back pocket.
Sometimes you need a little breather back there, so Torrington's finding a 1-2 punch in their backfield. Fake the give. Now here's Durant right up the middle. Jacob Durant out close to a Blazer first down at the 44-yard line of Wheatland. They're going to call him down just a little bit early. Say the knee hit at the 45, so it'll be third down and 1 yard to go. Torrington quickly out of the huddle. Twins to the near side. Hager to keep it himself, and he's going to have a first down and more across the 42 down to the 41.
The quarterback Hager keeps it, picks up 3 yards.
Blazers' fourth first down of the night.
It'll be first down at the 41-yard line.
Another good solid drive here from the Blazers. It's good to see him finding success early with the run. Opens up that passing game.
Shields and Hibben split out right. Hager surrounded by his backs in the gun. Has time, fires over the middle, looking for Shields, incomplete. Another one that he had in his hands right there and couldn't haul it in. Maybe on the back shoulder a little bit, but definitely catchable.
I was going to say, good throw there from
6.
It would have had him beat. But a good throw from Hager, and as you said, Grant, I think just kind of threw it over his back shoulder a bit.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now from the 41. Stoll to the right side, Shields and Hibben out left. And Hager to take it himself. Bryce right up the middle. Heisch gets him, but not before Hager will get down to the 37. It's good enough for a pickup of about 4 on the play. It is going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Tackle by number 7, Jake Heisch. It'll be
Clock moving now, under 8 minutes to go before half.
Big down here. You're kind of right on the edge of 4-down territory.
Twins to either side. Now Greiman and Shields will come into the slot and timeout Torrington. So we'll break 2. 7:44 left as Torrington takes their 2nd one of the first half. Your score, it's the Blazers 7, Bulldogs 7 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard. Back to Wheatland in 30.
We know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, after the timeout, this will be a big 3rd down and 6 for Torrington with the ball sitting on the Wheatland 37-yard line. Blazers will send trips right, Stoll to the left side. Hager, shotgun, fakes the give, pump and go. Now Bryce is just going to take off across the 40, trying to get around the right end. He's not going to get to the 1st down marker. Hauled out of bounds on a good play by Joey Frias. And it'll come up a couple yards shy of a 1st down, depending on where they put it down. They'll set it on the 34. So it is still 4th and 3 now for Torrington. And in one of those spots where you typically go for it. In a place like this, too far for a field goal, too far down the field really for a punt, unless you're playing the field position ball game. So the Blazers will go for it on 4th and 3. Hager, shotgun, going to keep it himself, using some blocking up the middle. Bryce is free, has a 1st down and more across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Well, you're not going to bring him down with one hit. And Wheatland's finding that out.
Yeah, nice little gainer there for Hager. Not really a quarterback draw, but he kind of hesitated enough. And then hit that hole with some speed, got the 1st down and much more.
1st and 10, Blazers with a fresh 4 at the Wheatland 24-yard line. Here's the give. Riggs right up the middle. Caden Riggs across the 21 down to the 20-yard line. Good enough for a pickup of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Heisch with the stop.
It'll be 2nd down and 5.
.640 left here in the 2nd. Kind of a quick-moving game. Both these teams just making their way down the field on offense.
Twins to the left side and Greiman all alone to the right. Let's see if they isolate him over there. He is one-on-one. Hager sees it, throws to Greiman. Touchdown, Blazers! 20 yards. They got Greiman in a one-on-one situation on the far side, and it was curtains.
Just left him wide open.
And Holden Hackett will be out to attempt the point after.
Hackett in to attempt the extra point.
Snap is a little high. Morehouse gets it down. Kick on the way is good. Woo! Just snuck in the left upright. And Hackett is perfect. Stays perfect tonight. Well, that was a big score by Torrington. 6:15 left here before half. And your score on the CNA scoreboard. Torrington 14, Wheatland 7, back in 30.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
14-7 Blazers. Time for a score update brought to you by Bronco Grill House. Here's Ryan.
Thank you, Grant. Text from Grant Caith over in Guernsey. Lingle and Guernsey in action tonight. Lingle over Guernsey 19-0 end of the first quarter. We'll look at some more 2A scores as the night goes along.
Don't forget, score updates brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. When you're in the mood for a really good hamburger, why not go where you'll get the best burger in town? That's at the Bronco Grill House, downtown Torrington. We'll call this play, Bubs, and maybe let you go through some more scores here once the kickoff by Riggs is over with. Third time he's done it tonight. Left-footed kicker approaches. Lets it rip. This is a good one down the center of the field. Wheatland's going to let it go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback back to Bubs.
Thank you, Grant. Let's take a look at some 2A scores. It's number 2 Mountain View over Thermopolis, 14-0. And here's some games going on tonight. In action at half, Bighorn over Glenrock, 37-0. And at half, it's Newcastle over Burns, 7-0.
Tell you what, Tongue River Eagles are for real.
Yeah, good football team there. We've got them next week.
Bighorn next week, Tongue River the week after.
Couple weeks.
Couple toughies. Both of them at home, though, for Torrington coming up. Well, let's see how Wheatland responds here now. The Bulldogs down to the Blazers by 7. Peasley's going to keep coming near side. Hit hard by Shields, but not wrapped up, so Peasley keeps his feet and gets it out to about the 22-23 yard line. They'll set it down at the 23, good enough for a pickup of 3 by Brock.
Seen good adjustments so far from the Blazer defense after Wheatland broke it around the outside a couple times in that first quarter.
They'll split Heish out to the left side. Only receiver out in the pattern for the Bulldogs. Everybody bunched up in the slot. The give right up the middle to Gertz, who's back in there at the running back position, and he'll have a first down as he crosses the 30 out to the 31. Host of Blazers there on the tackle. I think it was led by Shields, who's actually moved into a linebacker position tonight. Some jockeying on the defensive side of the football by the Blazers. Also Romig, of course, there. But Wheatland earns their 4th first down of the night.
Yeah, it was Gord's 4th tote for 30 yards for the Bulldogs.
So a fresh 4 for Wheatland at their own 31. Twins to the right, single receiver left side. Peasley, shotgun, fake the give, going to run it himself off left tackle. He's bulldogged and thrown to the turf by Braden Frazier.
That first tackle we've seen from Frazier got right through that line.
Just jumped on his back and said, carry me along for a second.
You're not going nowhere.
Until we get my boys here. They're going to give him 1 on the play. Say he got it out to the 32. Heish to the left side, 2 receivers to the near side. Peasley from the gun. And fake the give to Gertz. This is going to be a pitch on an end around to Stinson. Got some room on the far side. Stinson puts his head down for a first down at about the 40-yard line. All depends on the spot. They're going to say what?
I think they're going to put him
came
short.
up a bit shy. Going to put it down right at the 40 for a 3rd and 1. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left here before our halftime break. Again, 14-7 Torrington. Blazers will stack the box and try to stop Wheatland here. The give to Gertz. Bounces off of Shields, falls forward for a first down. He'll get it out to the 42. That's enough for Wheatland's 5th first down. Now both teams with 5 first downs in this one. Been a pretty clean game so far. I mentioned Ryan the last time we were up here a couple years ago. Big ball game, pretty much for the lead in mid-October in Class 2A between these two schools. And it was far from a Rembrandt. Lots of turnovers, lots of penalties. Back in the Bo Bivens, Kaiser Wolf days, that was one ugly ball game, but the Blazers came out of it with a win. That was what was important. 1st and 10, Wheatland. Peasley to throw, now getting pressured and throws it away. Had Mickelson in the area and was out of the tackle box, so no grounding there, but credit Grayson Shields. Really turned on the Jets there at the last second to force the throwaway.
Yeah, good job there. Been some good pressure on Peasley here tonight when he goes to pass.
Clock stops at 3:12.
But yeah, Grant, you talk about that ugly game a few years ago. Tonight, you can tell both these teams have played 3 football games. Pretty disciplined.
Yep.
There's a couple of penalties. Been a fun game to watch so far.
Definitely. On a beautiful night for football here. Temps in the high 60s. No wind at all, which is always good in Wheatland. Now Gertz thrown for a loss. I think it was Romig with some help from Bennick. And Romig, another assisted tackle right there. That's a loss of 1. 3rd down and 10. And time now becoming a factor for Wheatland. Under 3 minutes to play. They still have 2 timeouts to spend. On a big 3rd down here for the Blazer D. They'll rush 5. Peasley back to throw. Has time, rolls near side, fires, it's caught. Stinson, first down, squirts away into the Blazers secondary, down at the 30-yard line. He's slippery.
Yep, he's been dangerous with just the 2 catches he's had.
And a nice completion by Peasley right there on the run, rolling to the right side, put it right on the money. Just out of the outstretched hands of the Blazer defenders, who just about knocked that thing away. But a fresh 4 for the Bulldogs in Blazer territory now at the 29-yard line. Peasley this time will come up under center. The give up the middle, Gertz, he goes nowhere. Ty Bennick says hello. That will be another tackle for loss for that Blazer D, putting them back now on the 31.
It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Bulldogs.
Been great D for the Blazers. They've just been tore up by a couple big plays here tonight.
And now Tony Borton will take a timeout. So that'll leave each team with 1. With 1:22 left here before a halftime break, it's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7, Bulldogs driving back in 30.
Is is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full-service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
Grant Jones, Ryan Keith, back live here at Bulldogs Stadium in Wheatland. And we mentioned Tim Hirsch show coming up 10:05 tonight, 98.3 Kerm FM. Tomorrow, oh my, the Pokes way down deep in the heart as they take on the number 4 University of Texas Longhorns in Austin. Pregame, 5 o'clock, and kickoff from Austin at 6.
Grant, I saw it. I think earlier today they're making over $1 million just going to that game, but I don't think they're there just for the paycheck.
Nope. Peasley to throw. Stands in the pocket. Now it collapses on him. Down he goes. Bryce Hager, Ty Bennick. It'll be 3rd down. Yeah, Ryan, you could tell. I was at the Portland State game last week, and you could tell that Wyoming was looking to the Longhorns very early in the 4th quarter in that one. They started getting ready right about then, and I think they've had a good preparation, good week of practice. It'll be interesting to see if they can hang.
One of the toughest matchups we've seen in a while.
Yep. Oh, here's a big hold on Hager. They miss it. Peasley lets it go. It's picked off. Landry Greiman at the 10. I think it was Greiman. Let's see. Yes. And the first turnover of the ball game as the Blazers have it at their own 10-yard line. As Greiman getting in there defensively, played center field and hauled that one in.
Yeah, just a host of Blazer DBs back there. Just an errant throw by Peasley.
Yep, one he wants back, definitely, for sure.
I think now you just got to get some breathing room. Make sure you don't back up here for the Blazer offense.
I think with one timeout left, I wouldn't be surprised to see Torrington just get into the locker room here. But Hager's in the shotgun. So, yeah, he's going to go hard count and get Wheatland to jump. That'll get you some room.
Yes, it will. Might be able to take a shot here. But again, the Blazers with the ball to start the second half.
Offsides on the Bulldogs will make it 1st down and 5 from the 15.
3rd penalty on Wheatland for 15 yards. Boy, when's the last time you finished the first half, Ryan, with just 4 penalties combined between both schools?
Yeah, much better, especially for Torrington after last week.
In this old battle, this old rivalry. Now another flag coming in from deep in the secondary here. I don't know if we have an extra man or an equipment issue or what. Back judge is going to come all the way out to referee Todd Pearson. This will Laramie officiating crew.
See what the signal is here.
Don't know what the call is, but it's a 5-yarder and a 1st down.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Now the give to Riggs right up the middle. Caden with another 1st down across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. That stops the clock temporarily at 26 seconds. Blazers with a couple quick 1st downs here. And Torrington will take a timeout. 26 seconds left here before half. Your score on the CNA scoreboard, it's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7. Back to Bulldog Stadium in 30.
Option
town for your new Ford car, truck, or SUV. This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford in Scotts Bluff. Transwest Ford would like to invite you to visit our dealership and see all the exciting changes going on. We offer new and pre-owned vehicles, a 26-bay service department, along with a large parts department and fleet commercial options too. Transwest Ford has all your automotive needs covered. Transwest Ford, located at 1515 East 20th Street in Scotts Bluff. Stop by today or visit us online at twford.com.
And thinking of our other coverage, I think the Broncos at home on Sunday, hosting Washington. I believe that's a 2 o'clock start. So plenty of football still coming your way on Cape Broadcasting Stations. Make sure you tune in. Starting tonight, 10:05 with the Tim Hurst High School Football Scoreboard Show. After the timeout, Blazers think they want a little more with 26 seconds left here before half. It's going to get greedy. Let's see if it pays off.
Just
now a flag comes in.
A late flag there. I think it was Kafka for the Bulldogs that had jumped. That flag coming about 4 seconds after Wheatland jumped. And now they'll just pick it up.
Yeah, inadvertent flag. 4 wide receivers out in the pattern for Torrington. Hager's in the shotgun. Fires far side. It's caught. Greiman, great catch. Spin move. First down at the 44. What a big-time play by the sophomore.
What a spin move right there to miss that tackle.
That stops the clock with 19 seconds left.
The Blazers will down it. It'll be second down and 10.
So Hager spikes it. Stops the clock with 17 seconds left. Russell Steinmetz talked in the opening comments about dialing up a distance for Holden Hackett. Not really sure what that distance is. But if the Blazers can keep some time on the clock here and get down the field, they might see it. Hager to throw. Has time. Looks far side. Hangs this one up. It's incomplete. Over the head of everybody. Intended receiver was Mac Hibben on the far side, but with the free safety coming over and Milnes sticking to him like glue, Hager just let that one fly.
Hager 4 of 6 through the air for 95 tonight.
That takes just 6 seconds off of the clock. 11 seconds left here on the incompletion, but it is 3rd and 10. Blazers need a first down. Straight drop back. Now some pressure, fires, and this is nearly picked off by Mickelson as Bryce had to lead Shields a little bit. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Mickelson will be 4th down and 10 for the Blazers.
So one thing you could do here if you're Torrington is just try to run around with the football, get zeros on the clock, and then take a knee.
Yeah, he might have a chance to get it downfield, but he got to watch that rush.
Instead of risking just air it out too. 4 wide receivers out. Hager will do just that, as this time he'll take off on the run. He's to midfield looking for the first down and tackled inside the 45 to the 44. Flags come in. Now this is interesting. If this is an unsportsmanlike penalty on Wheatland, if it is that, that's going to give him 15 more. And are you in Holden Hackett range with that? Because the half cannot end on a penalty. What was the call?
I think it's on Wheatland. I just saw the signal there. I didn't see the foul call, though. Yeah, we're going to march it our way. further into Wheatland territory. I didn't see the foul signal, though.
It's going to be a big one. 15 yards against the Bulldogs, and they're going to put it down at about the 27-yard line. That's still out of field goal range, no doubt. But Hager can certainly throw it into the end zone here. 1st and 10 Blazers from the Wheatland 28. And this one is blown dead. Torrington will take their final timeout.
Timeout Torrington, their final timeout of the half.
So we'll break 2. There are zeros on the clock, and after the penalty, we'll have the final play of the first half coming up after this. It's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7, back after this 30.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products, along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran-owned and operated.
So the Blazers taking their sweet time in the huddle on the far side, discussing how they want to handle this. I can tell you what, you got to give this team a lot of credit. Under a minute to play, they've come all this way down the field and have a chance for something in the end zone here.
What do you think, Grant? A little bit of trickery here?
I'd say whatever you do, you better protect number 6. Twins to either side. Hager has this one blown dead. Did somebody leave early? Wheatland takes a timeout. It's a good old-fashioned chess match.
It's like
in
the
this
last
rivalry.
minute of a basketball game here.
So we will break yet again with zeros on the clock here with one more play to go at halftime. Again, 14-7, Torrington back after this.
Running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
So, Blazers call a timeout, set their formation. Wheatland spends one to fix their formation. And we're about ready to go here. Final play of the first half, if we can get it done. Twins to either side. Hager's in the shotgun. Straight drop back, now being chased. Throws it across the middle. Oh, it should have been caught, but it's incomplete. As it was Greiman getting behind the defense at the goal line, and it bounces off him. Incomplete. Wow. Well, what an entertaining first half that was. Torrington will take a 7-point lead into the locker room at half. It's the Blazers 14, Wheatland Bulldogs 7. And we're back with halftime stats here in 2 minutes.
You need your garage door replaced or repaired, you can have peace of mind knowing that the job will be done right by Kevin and the other professionals at Wheatland Garage Door. Serving Eastern Wyoming for the past 7 years with over 20 years of experience, you'll get quality workmanship, warranties for new installs, and always free estimates. For residential, commercial, and industrial doors, go to wheatlandgaragedoor.com or call them today at 307-322-2200.
Do you need a taxidermist this hunting season? 157 Skullworks is your new local taxidermist in Goshen County. 157 Skullworks specializes in skull mounts for all game animals. 157 Skullworks will never boil your skulls, instead using other techniques to create the highest quality mounts at affordable prices. 157 Skullworks will pick up and drop off trophies anywhere in Goshen County. Go to 157skullworks.com to make your trophy last a lifetime.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington, and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium here at Wheatland High School, everybody. The Torrington Trailblazers enjoying a 7-point lead, 14-7 here at halftime. In this grand old rivalry that turns 100 tonight, the 100th game, 100 years of football between these two. Halftime stats brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy. North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game on and off the field. Marnie and her crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. Stop by at 1301 East M Street or call them 532-5355. North Platte Physical Therapy, providing quality, professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. Scoring summary goes this way. 3 first-half scores. In this one, 2 by the Blazers, 1 by the Bulldogs. Torrington scores first, 3:50 left in the first quarter as the Blazers get down the field, bunch everybody in. We couldn't even tell who had the football. Thought it might have been Durant, but no. It was a quarterback keeper, Bryce Hager, with I was going to say 5 straight touchdowns now, but Nunu Brady got that last one against Burns last week. But this one was a 2-yard run by Bryce. Holden Hackett came out and drilled the extra point. Blazers were off and running 7-0. But, as rivals will do, tend to do, Wheatland struck back. 10:51 left in the second quarter. How about a bomb from Brock Peasley to Bryce Stenson? 55-yard Stenson hauls it in and off to the races. The Tyler Bonin kick tied this one at 7-7. And then a big touchdown by Torrington to answer that one with 6:15 left as Greiman hauls it in from 20 yards from Hager. The kick was good, and that made our halftime score Torrington 14 and Wheatland 7. The Blazers, under a minute to play, actually raced down the field and had a shot at a touchdown that was dropped by Greiman at the goal line in the final play of the first half, or it would have been 21-7. Possibly. See if that comes back to bite them. First down-wise, Blazers lead in that department. Torrington has 8 first-half first downs. Wheatland with 6. Bulldogs penalized 5 times for 35 yards in the first half, the biggest of which put Torrington closer on that last drive, a big unsportsmanlike penalty. Torrington just flagged once for 5 yards. Good, clean game in the first half by the Blazers, and didn't drop or turn over the football. No turnovers by the Blazers in the first half. Wheatland, the turnover on the interception as Greiman hauls in that pick. The Bulldogs also turn it over on downs one time. Over to the master here, and I say the master on color tonight. He's not only doing color commentary, he's not only running the camera, but he's keeping individual stats too. Here's Bubba, as all I do is just sit here and yap. off to him.
We'll see how accurate these stats are. Let's
I
take
don't think
a look.
It matters. I'm amazed that you're doing it.
We're multitasking. We'll take a look at Wheatland first. Rushing-wise, Gortz with 5 totes for 32 yards. Peasley, the quarterback, 7 carries, 39 yards in that first half. Bonin with a carry for 2 yards, and Stenson, that wide receiver, with the wraparound jet sweep for 8 yards for the Wheatland Bulldogs. Peasley, the quarterback, passing-wise, 2 of 5, 85 yards, a touchdown, and that interception thrown to Landry Griman. Receiving, it was just the Stenson show. As we talked about how dangerous he can be.
He's a quality wide receiver.
He broke 2 away for 85 yards, 1 catch for 55, 1 catch for 30, and caught that touchdown from Peasley. Let's take a look at Torrington. Rushing, Riggs with 5 carries for 30 yards, Hager with 7 totes for 43, and Durant with 2 carries for 7 yards. Bryce Hager passing was 4 of 7 through the air for 95 yards and a touchdown. And Griman, the only receiver to touch the football, 3 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Grant, I say we ought to take a little break here, and then we might come back with some scores from across the state. What do you think?
I think you need a break after all you did in that first half for sure, but I'm always up for a break, so absolutely we'll do that. Also want to remind you, Kerm-Sewac game of the week tonight, Mike and Grant with it on 98.3. Just down the road, still here in Platte County, as Guernsey hosts Lingle Fort Laramie. Lingle with the early lead in that one, but Ryan will come back and run through all the others with you right after this break.
At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Wheatland High School in Wheatland, Wyoming. The cross-county rivalry tonight. Torrington and Wheatland in action at halftime. It's Torrington up 14-7 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Ryan Caith and Grant Jones alongside. Glad to have you with us. As we mentioned, we'll go through some scores here from across the state. Score updates brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. Go get a burger there at the Bronco, downtown Torrington on Main Street. Let's take a look at some scores. That CWAC game of the week on 98.3 Kerm FM is Lingle and Guernsey. And Lingle up big at halftime, 35-0 over the Guernsey Sunrise Vikings. Let's take a look at some scores from across the state here. Final score in 2A already. Mountain View over Thermopolis, 14-0. We'll wait for some scores to refresh here on Wild Preps. We've got Bighorn and Glenrock in action tonight. Number 4 Bighorn up big over Glenrock, 43-0. Newcastle over Burns in the fourth quarter, 28-0. And a couple games at halftime in 2A. Lovell tied with number 1 Lyman 6-6 in that conference matchup tonight. And at halftime as well as number 4 Cokeville over Pinedale, 14-0. Getting Torrington over Wheatland here at halftime, and Wheatland, Wyoming, 14-7. And stay tuned tonight. Tim Hurst and John Gunn with the Friday Night Football Scoreboard Show. They'll have that at 10:05 tonight. Tim goes over all sorts of fall sports for you, volleyball, tennis, and football action from across the state. He'll recap that tonight. And as we talked about, we'll have Wyoming and Texas tomorrow night as Wyoming travels to Austin. Then Sunday we'll have Denver at 2:25 kick as they host the Washington Commanders. Again at halftime here in Wheatland, 14-7 Torrington, about 3 minutes left at half. And we'll see if they throw a few minutes back on the scoreboard here as the teams are in the locker room. We'll be back here in about 3 minutes. Again, 14-7 Torrington. Back after this. This is Torrington football on Cinch Country.
This is Braden Konar, CEO of Goshen Economic Development. In Goshen County, we believe that old-fashioned values still reign true. There is a strong work ethic, and handshake deals still mean something. It's our goal to promote and support existing business and to attract new investment opportunities for Goshen County and its people. Goshen Economic Development, for the betterment of Goshen County.
Before you head over to Laramie, be sure to stop by Heartland Embroidery and gear up for the big game. They have you covered with cowboy shirts, caps, sweatshirts, and coats. There's Wyoming cups and tumblers for your favorite beverage. In addition to the huge selection of Wyoming gear, they have Wyoming cowboy clothing for kids. See their cowboy cheerleader outfits and much more. We'll see you at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington.
Let's get financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
Your farm or ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin at State Farm agent Mike Rafferty's office in Torrington.
Tired of feeling stuck? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward. We have checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Now is the time to grab every opportunity and enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. Start today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
All right, welcome back to Bulldog Stadium here, Wheatland High School. All set and ready to roll here for third quarter action with Torrington leading Wheatland after halftime here, 14-7.
You know, Grant, I was trying to think at half what adjustments you make. I think Torrington playing great on both sides of the ball that, as we talked about, just got tore up with those two big receptions from Stenson.
Yep. So you definitely need to make sure you account for number 5 out there. Good news here is that Blazers will get the ball to start the third quarter. Bonin boots it away, gets into this one, and this will be over Griman's head into the end zone. Torrington will start at the 20. Great kick by Tyler Bonin, 6-foot senior.
At the 20-yard line.
Quite a few seniors on this Bulldog squad. Fourteen of them. Well, it's anybody's ball game right now. Crowd getting into it. They're ready to go. And it'll be Blazer football, 1st and 10 at the 20. Hager in the shotgun, Shields in motion. Fake the give to him, counter give the other way. Riggs, spin move across the 20, not much, maybe out to the 23. Big number 71, Gabe Haraldson, will tackle him. They'll put it at the 22, gain of 2 for Caden.
That was a hard-fought 2 yards there.
Second down and 8 for the Blazers.
As Torrington will send trips to the left side. Hager in the shotgun once again. He'll take it himself. And this time, he'll be cut from behind. Jake Heisch slipping Hager down after a 3-yard run at the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Torrington at their own 25-yard line. And the big play here. Certainly don't want to go 3 and out. Coming out of the locker room. Trips to the right side. Hager, shotgun. He's going to run this one right up the middle. Got a first down across the 35 out to the 36. Bryce Hager, tackle made. Wheatland Milnes. But a chain mover for Bryce. 9th of the night.
Yeah, I like that play call there, Grant. I think Russell saw the success that Bryce had through the air. I think Wheatland was thinking air that whole down.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Hager just hit that hole running.
Same formation, trips to the right side. Hager shotgun once again. The give. Riggs right up the middle. Stutter steps one guy. Now he's out close to a first down across the 45, out to the 46. That ought to be enough.
Well, I think we got a lot of help there with that spot, but we'll take it. Good hard-fought run there by Riggs.
One of those deals where he rolled over somebody, still had not touched the ground. So Torrington now double digits on first downs and getting it out near midfield. First and 10, Hager will come up under center for this one. Here's Jacob Durant off left tackle, kind of from behind. He really has to hang on to that football, and he does. Down to the 46, so give Durant 7.
Durant up the middle picks up about 8 yards.
Yeah, I'll give him 8. They're going to spot it at the 45-yard line. So second and short here in Wheatland's side. Maybe look for Rob Nicolai to possibly take a shot. He's going to send trips to the right side. Hager, shotgun. Nope, going to keep it vanilla. Hager right up the middle and hit hard, driven backwards at the 40-yard line, down at about the 41. Ball came loose, but they said forward progress had stopped for Bryce when it squirted out. It will be a first down nonetheless for Torrington at the 41-yard line, and a nice drive being put together here by the Blazer offense.
Yeah, give credit to the offensive line for the Blazers. Playing well again after a great showing last week against Burns.
Blazers send trips to the right side. Hager looking to throw. Pumps once, fires over the middle. Should have been intercepted, but it'll fall incomplete. Went right through the hands of Braden Nilsson, who is wearing 53, not 42, what we have on our roster sheet. But he couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, just not a smart throw there by Hager into traffic. As he said, Grant, lucky that wasn't picked off.
Second and 10 Blazers. They'll send trips to the left this time. Greiman in the backfield with Hager. He has the carry. Going around the left end, cuts it up across the 40 and down at about the 39-yard line. Landry Greiman picks up a couple.
Picks up 3 yards.
We'll call it second and 8 from the 39. Clock moving, 7:53 in the third quarter, and again, Torrington leading 14-7. Blazers will send twins to either side. Hager's in the shotgun. Hard counts it, but Wheatland stays put. Now Bryce to take off on a quarterback draw across the 40 and down at the 36. Pickup of 3 by Bryce. It'll bring up a third down and a short 5 for Torrington. Check it. We're at 4th, aren't we?
Yep, looks like they're going to go for it too.
They'll send twins to either side. Blazers on 4th down. Hager looking to throw. Fires. It's caught, but he won't reach the first down marker. Will Nathaniel Stoll with his first catch of the game. That'll be a turnover on downs for Torrington. It'll be Wheatland first down at their own 35-yard line. So now both teams have turned the ball over on downs once. But a nice drive put together by Torrington. Nonetheless, just couldn't cap it off.
Yeah, as you talked about, Grant, never want to go 3 and out, so at least they got that first down and a couple more. Took some time off the clock. 6:50 left here in the third.
Blazers will rush 4 on this play. And fake the give. Peasley's going to keep it himself off right tackle, cuts it up across the 40, down at the 42-yard line. Tyler Bennick, the All-Stater, on the stop for the Blazers. They'll mark it back on the 41. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the play by Peasley. 2nd and 5. Wheatland will send twins to either side. Peasley's in the gun. Gertz next to him. Fake the give to him. Peasley wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Fires. Caught. First down. This is Mickelson. Said he stepped out right at the first down marker at the 46, but that ought to be enough to move the chains.
Very close to a first down.
Third completion there for Peasley.
I don't know what the delay is on calling a first down. Now they will. That's Wheatland's 7th of the night. And a fresh 4 for the Bulldogs at their own 46. Three receivers out in the pattern. This time Peasley will come up under center. The give, Gertz right up the middle. Tackled from behind by Eichenberger. And Shields also in there. Short pickup for Gertz. And a Blazer slow to get up, and a Bulldog not getting up right at the line of scrimmage. That is number 52, Jacob McDaniel, sophomore, who they will take a look at. And while they do, we'll take a break here from Wheatland. 5:03 left in the third. On the Clark & Associates scoreboard, it's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7. Bulldogs with the ball when we return.
That's why the folks at Blodorn Lumber work hard to earn your trust each and every day. You can count on Blodorn Lumber whether it's a new home building project, a new deck, kitchen, bath remodel, or simply making a plumbing or electrical repair. They will have the right products and the professional know-how to help you. That's why they offer over 60,000 products for your home. And with that kind of choice and a little professional help, you can get the results that you're looking for with your next project. That's Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate inpatient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full-service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
There's a new option in town for your new Ford car, truck, or SUV. This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford in Scotts Bluff. Transwest Ford would like to invite you to visit our dealership and see all the exciting changes going on. We offer new and pre-owned vehicles, a 26-bay service department, along with a large parts department and fleet commercial options too. Transwest Ford has all your automotive needs covered. Transwest Ford, located at 1515 East 20th Street in Scotts Bluff. Stop by today or visit us online at twford.com.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products, along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran-owned and operated.
Well, we're back at Bulldog Stadium here in Wheatland. They are still tending to Jacob McDaniel, backup lineman, or actually the starting center, as a sophomore for the Bulldogs, 5'10", 220 sophomore. And they're looking at one of his legs. McDaniel fully attentive, laying back on the turf. But the trainers not taking any chances here with him. And they're going to bring out the backboard. So I don't know if they, have a cart that they would use. It's a short carry for the player over to the ambulance that is right behind the Blazer bench, so they probably won't bother with the cart here. They'll just try to keep McDaniel's leg immobilized and get him to the ambulance and over to the hospital here in Wheatland, presumably.
Yeah, as you said, Grant, good to see him attentive. But must be something serious, or as you said, they're not taking any chances. Trying to not move that leg.
So, hate to speculate, and we won't. Just wish the young man all the best, as they'll work on getting him moved over to the stretcher and getting him loaded up. The Blazers have moved the entire team down into the end zone for some stretches, trying to stay warm during this extended injury situation here for Wheatland center Jacob McDaniel. So, while they continue to work on him, let's take another break here from Wheatland. Again, there's 5:03 left here in this third quarter. And your score is Torrington 14, Wheatland 7. Bulldogs with the football near midfield when we return after this.
Running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Whether you need your garage door replaced or repaired, you can have peace of mind knowing that the job will be done right by Kevin and the other professionals at Wheatland Garage Door. Serving Eastern Wyoming for the past 7 years with over 20 years of experience, you'll get quality workmanship, warranties for new installs, and always free estimates. For residential, commercial, and industrial doors, go to wheatlandgaragedoor.com or call them today at 307-322-2200.
Do you need a taxidermist this hunting season? 157 Skullworks is your new local taxidermist in Goshen County. 157 Skullworks specializes in skull mounts for all game animals. 157 Skullworks will never boil your skulls, instead using other techniques to create the highest quality mounts at affordable prices. 157 Skullworks will pick up and drop off trophies anywhere in Goshen County. Go to 157skullworks.com to make your trophy last a lifetime.
Back live in Wheatland, still working on the injured Bulldog, Jacob McDaniel, at the 45-yard line. Looking at the left leg, obviously something serious there to take all of this time. Making some headway with it, getting him wrapped up, and about to haul him away in the ambulance. So wish him and his family the very best. Prayers go out to Jacob McDaniel. Let's take a Bronco Grillhouse score update while we have a pause in the action. Remember, when you're in the mood for a really good hamburger, why not go where you'll get the best burger in town? That's the Bronco Grillhouse in Torrington. And here with that score update, here's Ryan.
Thank you, Grant. Let's look at some 3A scores real quick, then we'll go down to 2A. Number 1, Cody beats Buffalo. Number 5, Buffalo, 34-7. Number 2, Star Valley over Riverton, 56-6. Number 3, Powell in the fourth quarter over number 4, Douglas, 47-7. And the final score, Evanston and Lander. Evanston with the win, 40-6. 2A games ongoing. In the third quarter, it's number 4, Bighorn over Glenrock, 43-0. In the fourth, it's Newcastle 28, Burns 0. At halftime, Lovell and Lyman tied up. Number 1, Lyman 6, Lovell 6. At half, it's number 4, Cokeville 14, Pinedale 0. And also some 1A action. We'll take a look at CWAC. Here's a good game for you. Lusk gets the win over Saratoga, 39-20. And get this, Wright 20, Pine Bluffs 14. Pine Bluffs, the number 1A 9-man school in the state. That's in the fourth quarter, so we'll be watching that one. And the last I heard, it was Lingle over Guernsey, 35-0 at halftime. Also a game in our area at half, number 4 Southeast 12, Moorcroft 6. And there's some scores brought to you by the Bronco Grillhouse. They're still tending to McDaniel at the 45-yard line. So we will take another break real quick, hear from our sponsors. Again, it is 14-7 Torrington, 5:03 left here in the third. And we'll be back right after this.
Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Back live in Wheatland, they have transported Jacob McDaniel over to the gurney on the track and proceeding to get him loaded up in the ambulance and over to the hospital here in Wheatland for some further evaluation and some treatment. Near as we could tell, it was a left leg issue for McDaniel. And who knows? So we wish that young man the very best. Hate to see that in this type of game. And this was a long delay for the injury, and you really don't know how the teams are going to respond after something like that. There's a lot of football still left in this game. Still just a 14-7 lead the Blazers are clinging to right now with Wheatland football. With a 2nd down and 8 from their own 48-yard line when we resume play.
When we get back to action, it'll be the Bulldogs.
Now it's a matter of getting the players ready to play again. Not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah,
after
Grant,
that one.
You never want to discount an injury like that. Obviously, we wish McDaniel the best in his recovery. Hopefully it wasn't too serious. But prayers out to him and his family. But any delay like that, you know, I was thinking about my days back playing baseball and coaching. I did that for a while, and even a rain delay. You can come out of that delay and see two different teams, and it's the same thing with football.
Definitely, definitely. And so both teams trying to get stretched out here and get back up to football speed before they hit the field. But we think we're just about ready to go here. Back to live action. 5 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the third quarter. The winner of this game goes to 2-0 in Class 2A East. The winner drops to 1-1. The Blazers with arguably, right now anyway, the two best teams coming to Wiseman Field back-to-back in the next 2 weeks. Bighorn for homecoming next week, and Tongue River the week following. Both of those 6 o'clock starts. Make a note of that with a long trip by both schools. Ready to get back to live action here. 2nd down and 8, Wheatland. And Peasley now will have a backup center to take the snap from. He'll roll to the near side. Flag comes in. Peasley fires, and it's incomplete. I think this is going to be a block in the backfield, as Peasley was looking for Stenson. There were a couple of flags down, and we'll see if the Bulldogs get the penalty here. It's going to be a hold against, and a personal foul, roughing the passer on Torrington. So somebody hit Peasley after he let it go, so now the penalties will offset. They're going to replay second down from the 48. Well, that's unfortunate if the Blazers got the second flag, because that really could have put Wheatland in a hole right there with a 10-yard penalty that would have been 5 yards, starting 5 yards back from the line of scrimmage, so essentially a 15-yard penalty if you take into account the spot of the foul. However, we'll have a do-over here. Peasley up under center. The give to Gertz. Has some room. Far side. Cuts it up at midfield into Blazer territory. And stacked up by a whole bunch of white shirts. At about the 47-yard line. That's a pretty good pickup right there of about 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. They'll say Jacob Durant led the charge in there for the Blazers, but a huge play here. 3 wide receivers out in the pattern. Peasley will slip back into the gun. The Blazers will rush 3, possibly 4. And looking for a little inside pitch, and nothing doing. Down he goes. Peasley fighting for every yard that he can. He'll actually pick up one when he should have lost one. Jacob Durant and Trey Perriott making the stop. 4th down and 2, Bulldogs. And they're not looking to punt. Heitz will bring the play in.
No, this is a play. Usually you go right up the gut. We haven't seen him run up the middle a whole lot tonight.
Gertz is in the backfield. Fake the give to him. Peasley to throw. He's got a 1st down. Catch made to the 42, across the 35, down to the 33-yard line goes Mauricio Grimaldo. First catch for him, and it was a big one. 1st down, Bulldogs. And he was wide open, Bubba, in the flat.
Yep, nobody near him. Good play call there. Caught Torrington on their heels there with that pass.
Mick Cochran. That's a Mick Cochran play call. The man sitting down a few feet from us up here in the booth made a good one there. 1st down, Bulldogs. From the Blazer 33, they're in business. Fake the give. Peasley's just going to keep. Runs away from one man. Now will just trot out of bounds. Ran out of bounds by Greiman. And a short pickup here. They'll set it down at the 31. Check it, the 32. Pickup of 2 for Peasley.
Run out of bounds by Greiman.
Wheatland will send twins to either side. The Bulldogs driving. Blazers will rush 3. Peasley from the gun, quarterback draw right up the middle, got some room, tripped up by Frazier at the 25-yard line, or else that would have been a lot more. Peasley's close to a 1st down.
He's tackled by number 24, Shields.
Needs to get to the 22, or check at the 23-yard line. They'll spot it up at the 24. It's 3rd down and 1. Definitely 4-down territory here for the Bulldogs. Crowd getting into it. Peasley the give. Gertz right up the middle across the 20 down to the 16. First down, Wheatland.
Right up the middle for a first down. Tackle by 64, Braden Frazier.
Check it, that was Bonin.
Bulldog ball on the 27-yard line.
9th first down of the contest for Wheatland. And the Bulldogs are in the red zone.
Yeah, good drive here from Wheatland. Got to be wearing down the Trailblazer defense here.
Twins to the right side, single receiver, Heisch to the left. Peasley shotgun, bad snap to him, has to go up high to get it. Runs away from Hafner, now has some room at the far side. Flag comes in. Peasley on the run and banged out of bounds at the 10. Another late flag comes in. So we know the first one was on Wheatland. What about the second one? Will this offset again? Looks like it'll be 2 of them against Wheatland. Torrington will take the longer one. I think we got a blindside block on the part of the Bulldogs. I did see Bennick go flying from one of those.
Yep, he got hit hard in the backfield. Wheatland coach not happy with it.
So they'll tack it off from the line of scrimmage at the 16. They'll set it down at the 29. Well, I'm still going to call that a 15-yard penalty. I'm just not sure where it came from.
First down and 25 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, now they'll set it back at the 31. Peasley to throw, does so, completes it to Bonin on the far side. Has some room out there. Bonin's going to get it all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Nathaniel Stoll, but the damage done by Bonin. Just a little flare out. Almost got all of it back. Call it a 13-yard pickup, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Bonin just wide open in the flat there. Nobody around him.
Blazers back on their heels a little bit defensively here, and that'll do it for the third quarter play. It's setting up to be one heck of a fourth quarter of football, folks. Don't go anywhere. Wheatland on the move as we'll flip ends of the field and start the fourth after 3 on the Clark and Associates scoreboard. It's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7. Back for the fourth and final 1 minute.
Means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Back for the fourth quarter. Bubba, you got a big score update here from 1A.
We did. After right ahead of Pine in the fourth quarter, 20-14, Pine comes back to win it. 21-20 the final.
Wow. Well, it's 2nd and 12, Wheatland. And the give coming to Bonin. Bounces off one tackler, can't get away from Hibben. Nice play by Hibben to come in and take out the legs of Bonin. It'll be a short gain to about the 16-yard line. Bulldogs are now back to their original line of scrimmage before the penalty on first down. So it's 3rd down and 10, just outside the 16-yard line.
As we talked about, Blazers on their heels this whole drive. They need to stop here.
3 wide receivers in the pattern for the Bulldogs. They'll send twins to the right side. Gertz in the backfield with Peasley in the gun. High snap to him. Peasley brings it down. Rolling right, looking to throw. Now we'll just keep it, and down he goes. Bryce Hager throws him out of bounds. All the way back at the 20-yard line. Another tackle for loss by the Blazer D. It'll bring up 4th down.
3-yard loss. It'll be 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory here, but a long ways to go for Wheatland.
Peasley tried to keep that play alive, string out the defense. Bryce Hager wasn't having any of it. And we got a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Their first of the second half. So we'll break 2. Exactly 11 minutes left in this one. From Bulldog Stadium in Wheatland, it's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7. Back after this.
Hi, this is Braden Konar, CEO of Goshen Economic Development. In Goshen County, we believe that old-fashioned values still reign true. There is a strong work ethic, and handshake deals still mean something. It's our goal to promote and support existing business and to attract new investment opportunities for Goshen County and its people. Goshen Economic Development, for the betterment of Goshen County.
So, I think the Bulldogs wanted to talk about this, what could be the play of the game. We'll make sure everybody's on the right page here, and that'll give the Torrington defense an opportunity to take a quick rest as well and get a plan defensively for what they might see here from the Bulldogs. 4th and 14 from the 20. 4 wide receivers in the pattern for Wheatland. The snap is over Peasley's head. He's rushing to get it. Hager gets him all the way back at the 38-yard line. It'll be Torrington football right there.
Man, after being relatively quiet on defense the whole game, Bryce Hager, a couple of big plays right there.
Well, Bubba, we saw the bad injury to the center, Jacob McDaniel, and the backup center for Wheatland has been sending that shotgun snap a little bit high since McDaniel left the game, and that played the huge factor right there as he sent it over the top of Peasley's head.
And just unfortunate for Wheatland after you draw that up in the timeout, and then you don't even get to run the play.
1st and 10, Torrington. They'll mark it back a little bit to the 37. The give is to Riggs. Caden Riggs running hard across the 40, out to the 43-yard line. Tackle made, Braden Nilsson. But it's a good pickup by Riggs all the way out to the 43. 2nd down and a long 4 for the Blazers.
Riggs with 8 carries for 49.
Here's the give, Durant, and he's going to be caught behind the line. Forward motion, though, will propel him up to the 44. It's a pickup of 1 on the play by Durant. 3rd down and 3 for Torrington. Tick-tock goes the clock. 10 minutes to go.
Seen a couple of these on 3rd down in shotgun. Hager just runs it. We'll see what they call here.
Blazers will send twins to the left side. Both running backs on either side of Bryce in the gun. Bryce going to keep it himself. Puts his head down. Tries to run over Gertz. He's got a 1st down. Ball pops loose. Picked up by Mickelson, far side. Mickelson running it back. Tripped up by Shields at the 26-yard line. Oh my. A huge fumble by Hager on his way down to the turf is going to put Wheatland in prime position to tie this game.
At the 26-yard line.
The first turnover by Torrington in the football game.
I was just going to say an untimely first turnover. Must have had an arm reach him coming in from behind and just knocked that football about 10 yards in front of him.
Hager had the 1st down, was on his way down, and the ball popped out. 1st and 10 Wheatland. At the Blazer 26. Peasley, shotgun, another trouble with the snap, but he takes it, takes off. He's to the 10, to the 5. He drops the football. Who's got it at the 2? It's Wheatland football. How Peasley got back on that, I'll never know. Wow.
He must have fought for that because it looked like a Blazer fell on it right away.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Boy, what a play by Peasley. First of all, the snap high to him again. Has to volleyball it into his hands, but guess what? It's all coming back. There was a flag down. This is going to be a hold.
Holding on the Bulldogs.
So never mind what you all just saw.
That's a huge break for the Blazers right there.
Spot of the foul was down the field, almost at the 1st down marker. So it'll take it back pretty much to the line of scrimmage, maybe -1 or 2.
The penalty moves the ball back to the
They'll put it at
27
the 27-yard line, 1st and 11.
1st and 11.
Well, I don't know about you, Bubba, but this white knuckle time here.
And a great game so far, as we talked about, kind of a little bit of playoff atmosphere here in Wheatland.
Heit's going to come back over to the other side. Peasley's up under center with Gertz behind him. Gertz will take it. He goes nowhere. I can't see who sliced through. I'll get his number. And, of course, it's the All-Stater number 70, Ty Bennick. Big stop by Bennick. And that'll be for a loss. Put him back on the 28.
He just does such a great job inside of getting around those interior offensive linemen. And is very timely with those inside rushes. Bennick is.
2nd down and 12 now, Bulldogs. Kind of a similar bunched formation here for Wheatland. Going to play hide the football maybe. And it's the inside give to Stinson, got some room. That's what it was. Nobody knew who had the football, and Stinson gets a big chunk. Bitten off right here. Back in the red zone, down to about the 18. It's going to be a 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 2. Just inside the 19.
Yeah, just a great fake right there from Peasley. They kind of used Stinson on those trick plays there. Couple of rushes for 18 yards tonight.
Same formation. Back to throw. Look out. Here they come, and down goes Peasley. Back at the 32-yard line. Bryce Hager and Andrew Hafner.
Peasley sacked.
They'll give him forward progress to the 30, but that's a huge loss on 3rd and short.
A big play right there, that tackle for loss. Now that sets you up to just prevent anything beyond the sticks here. And Wheatland going to have to go to the air.
Peasley had his back to Hager. Came from his left side, and when he realized Bryce was there, too late to outrun him. This play stopped. It's going to be a timeout, Bulldogs. Their second one of the second half here on 4th and long. So we'll break 2. 5:40 left. The Blazers clinging to a 7-point lead here in the 100th meeting between the Bulldogs and the Blazers. 4th and 14 for Wheatland when we return in 30.
Head over to Laramie. Be sure to stop by Heartland Embroidery and gear up for the big game. They have you covered with cowboy shirts, caps, sweatshirts, and coats. There's Wyoming cups and tumblers for your favorite beverage. In addition to the huge selection of Wyoming gear, they have Wyoming cowboy clothing for kids. See their cowboy cheerleader outfits and much more. We'll see you at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington.
Well, here we go. Play of the game right here. Not that we might not have some more to come, but so far this is it. 4th and 14. The Bulldogs from the Blazer 30. Peasley's in the gun. 4 wide receivers in the pattern. He's rolling left, and there's going to be a hold in the backfield. Peasley working for a first down, not going to get it. It's going to be down at the 20-yard line. It'd be Blazer football there unless Torrington takes the penalty, but of course they're not going to do that and give Peasley another chance. They'll take the football at the 20-yard line.
Holding on the Bulldogs will be declined.
Just a great stand there by the Blazers on that Wheatland drive. Wheatland had the football for a while there.
The 3rd turnover on downs forced by the Blazer D tonight. And it's 1st and 10. Blazers need to run some clock and get some room, and now they'll get Wheatland to jump. It was Wyatt Kafka jumping off sides for the Bulldogs.
Good hard count there by Hager. He'll want to redeem himself after that fumble.
Same formation. Blazers will send trips to the left. Single receiver Stoll to the right. The give up the middle. Riggs is loose. First down and more. Keeps his feet across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. And a late flag coming in. Riggs might have hit his own player in Shields, and they're both a little slow to get up. Let's check the flag. It'll be a personal foul against the Bulldogs. Well, this will give the Blazers some room. They'll march it all the way out. Into Bulldog territory at the 49.
That was Riggs' 9th carry for 65 tonight.
Blazers in business. The give. Riggs has some room. Riggs is to the 40 and tripped up at the 38-yard line. Now, both Riggs and that offensive line really starting to push Bulldogs back. Torrington moves the chains for the 13th time, keeping an eye on the clock. 4:51 and moving. Torrington trying to go to 2-0 in conference play.
And remember, Wheatland with just one timeout left.
Hager, the give, Riggs up the middle. Riggs across the 35, down to the 34-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 4 on the play. Check it, they're going to put it on the 33. Pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. Yeah, I think the thing is Blazers just need to hang on to the football here.
Yeah, just ball security, manage this clock. Already just under 4.
Three wide receivers in the pattern. This time Hager will come up under center, but Russell Steinmetz will take a timeout. He'll spend his first of the second half. And so we'll break as well. 3:53 left in the contest on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Now it's Blazer football, and Torrington leads it 14-7 back after this.
Financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
Grant Jones, Ryan Caith. Getting close to the end of this one. Don't forget, coming up within the hour, Tim Hurst High School Football Scoreboard Show, 10:05 tonight, 98.3 Kerm FM. You can listen online as well. He'll run through all of the scores, talk about volleyball, talk about tennis. You know, Tim was a tennis player.
The thing is, though, with him, you don't know what he's going to talk about sometimes.
True.
But it's always good.
There's state golf action going on. Lots to talk about. He'll be there for a while tonight. Here's Hager, going to keep it himself. Now sent backwards, and they'll whistle this one dead. Give Bryce forward progress to about the 31, it looks like. This will be a short gain of a couple.
About 2 yards.
They'll set it down on the 31. 3rd down and 3 for the Blazers. Twins to the right side. That's your only receivers in the set. Both running backs on each side of Hager in the gun. Bryce going to keep it himself. He'll cut back, have a first down. Bryce on the run. Across the 25 down to the 24. First down, Torrington.
For a first down, tackled by Jake Heisch.
Hager's just been deadly with that quarterback keeper in the shotgun on 3rd down. So we talked about not really a quarterback draw. He doesn't draw back. Just takes it and goes with it, lets the offensive line do all the blocking for him.
And one more of those, and this one will be in the books. 2:41 left. Bryce surveys the defense. He's up under center. Split back formation. Riggs and Durant. This one will be blown dead. That is what you don't need right there when you're trying to get one more first down. It'll be a false start on the Blazers. Just their second penalty of the night, 10 yards total.
It's been a great disciplined ball game for the Blazers. 2 penalties, just 1 turnover. One takeaway, Greiman with that interception.
First and 15. March it back to the 27. Hager in the gun. The give. Durant up the middle. Jacob Durant with a full head of steam across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Gets a chunk of it back.
5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Give Durant about.
Tackled by Braden Nielsen.
Da-da-da. Give him 5 on the play, Bubs.
Yeah, he's got 5 carries for 21.
Call it 2nd down and about 9. Blazers got to get to the 14 to get a first down. This time Hager up under center. Riggs the lone setback. 3 wide receivers out in the pattern with 1:21. Clock moving. The give. Riggs off left tackle. Riggs to the 20, down to the 15-yard line. And shortly we'll be under a minute.
Riggs picks up 9.
9-yard carry right there, or check it, 8-yard carry by Caden Riggs. That was a big one. That's going to bring up 3rd and short, and the final timeout taken by Wheatland with 1:03 left. And your score, Torrington 14, Wheatland 7, and we're back to Bulldog Stadium in 30.
Ranch is unique. Your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Grant Jones, Ryan Caith, back live at Bulldog Stadium. The Blazers are a yard away from a first down and victory formation. All of the scoring in this one coming in the first half. It's 14-7 with 1:07 left. Wheatland cannot stop the clock anymore.
I think you look for Hager again on this one.
Bryce up under center. Got to keep it himself. Gets a push forward. Got a first down. Still on his feet at the 10. Just go down, number 6. And he will at the 11. And that is going to do it on the Blazers' 15th first down of the night. Just need to negotiate one snap from center to quarterback. Take a knee, and this will be in the books. Hager will let the clock tick. Watching the back judge and the play clock actually back behind center. Now as it's under 35, he'll get the snap, take a knee, and the Torrington Trailblazers have come to Wheatland tonight and picked up their 2nd victory in conference season, and a big one in the history of this series that turns 100 tonight. Your final score, it's Torrington 14, Wheatland 7. Stay tuned for the postgame show coming up after this 2-minute timeout.
Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin at State Farm agent Mike Rafferty's office in Torrington.
Well, what a football game we had for you tonight on Cinch Country KGOS and on the KGOS Sports YouTube channel. The Trailblazers hang on throughout the entire second half to get a big victory in the 100th meeting between the Bulldogs and the Blazers as Torrington wins it 14-7. The Blazers will run their overall record to 2-2. Wheatland will slip to 1-3, but more importantly, the Blazers now 2-0 in conference play and sit atop the conference, tied with a couple other teams. And we'll get into all of that here in a little bit, but right now, let's take a look at end of the game stats. They're brought to you by number 34. The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Shad and the crew at number 34 have been serving our area for over 15 years. They're currently looking for a family care coordinator and a family support partner. So call 532-0134 to learn more about employment opportunities. Number 34, bringing you into the game stats. Well, as we said, everything happened here in the first half. Bryce Hager started it off right where he left off last week from those 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. 3:50 left. He runs it in from 2 yards out. Holden Hackett drills the extra point. Torrington led 7-0 in the second quarter. Wheatland strikes back. 10:51 left. Big pass play from Brock Peasley to Bryce Stenson. 55 yards in total. Tyler Bonin kick tied it up 7-7. But then the big one, Torrington's answer with 6:15 left. And it's Landry Griman and Torrington's first touchdown pass of the season as Hager with a 20-yard pitch and catch to Griman. The kick was good. Made it 14-7. That's how the half ended. That's how the game ended. A lot of big chess matches going on back and forth between the two squads in the second half, but Torrington hangs on. They'll finish with 15 first downs in the contest to Wheatland's 10. And the penalty department, even better news for the Blazers, just flagged twice in this one for a total of 10 yards. Wheatland flagged 7 times for a total of 65 yards. There was a turnover by both squads. Landry Griman picked off Brock Peasley. And then also the fumble by Hager that just was about disaster there in the fourth quarter. But the Blazers stop the drive of the Bulldogs, get the ball back, run the clock out. Wheatland turns the ball over on downs 3 times, Torrington 1. I'll send it over to Bubba here for a look at your further team and individual statistics.
Thank you, Grant. Let's take a look at Wheatland. The Bulldogs rushing were led by Peasley, the quarterback, with 10 carries, 57 yards. Gortz, the running back, with 7 carries for 39 yards. Bonin with a couple of totes for 10. And Stenson with 2 for 18. Peasley was 5 of 9 through the air for 121 and a touchdown and 1 pick to Griman. Stenson with 85 yards receiving for the Bulldogs. Mickelson with 6, Bonin with 15, and Grimaldo with a catch for 15. Let's take a look at Torrington. Passing, Hager was 5 of 9 through the air for 95 with a touchdown. That throw to Greiman, 3 catches, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Rushing, Riggs led it with 92 yards on 12 carries. Hager with 13 totes for 75. Durant with 5 carries for 21. And Greiman with 1 carry for 2. As head coach Russell Steinmetz joins us in the booth. We'll talk to him about a good win. Always good to come to Wheatland and get a win over the Bulldogs, right?
Awesome.
Yes, it was.
Awesome job, Russell. Have a seat, and we'll get into dissecting this one here a little bit. We talked a little bit about coming into this ball game, how equal these two teams seemed coming into this one. I thought that played out tonight, but I thought you were the more disciplined team overall by the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, very equal teams for sure. So, yeah, and those penalties rack up. We had those last week and clean those up this week and let them know that at the end of the game, if we would have had those penalties this game, that this would not have been the outcome.
This was just a gutty, gritty performance when it really seemed like nobody could get close to the end zone in the second half. You had to lean on your defense, and they came through for you.
Yeah, absolutely. You stop them on 4th down when they're in their red zone. So, no, that was big. And then, I mean, we turned it over, and then they turn around and get right back in the red zone quickly. So, no, the defense did step up.
I just want to commend you on your discipline as we talked about throughout the game. You know, just that just better game overall, especially with penalties against Burns, and continued great performance from your offensive line.
Yeah, last week, 10 penalties, 100 yards. Tonight I'm looking at your guys' 2 penalties for 15 yards. So, yeah, that was a huge change. Hopefully we can keep it clean and keep going from here.
I thought in the running department, we talked about how that was going to play out a little bit between Greiman and Riggs. You gave the ball back to your running back that you started the season with tonight in Caden Riggs, and I thought he really, really ran hard for you and was a difference maker in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Riggs, tough runner. He was not easy to bring down tonight. Mm-hmm. I mean, never is. He ran between tackles well. We weren't able to swing him outside very much just because the edge wasn't there. We have a couple plays that we like to do that, but we just couldn't do that tonight. We wanted to throw the ball out there a little bit, but at the end we just needed to grind it out and get the first downs. And Riggs, we kind of hung our shoulders on him and did it.
I suppose things got a little bit nerve-wracking there in the fourth quarter with the fumble by Bryce at midfield and the big return by Mickelson all the way down, but it worked out.
Yeah, I think Hager was just stretching out for an extra yard when we already had the first down. We didn't need to keep stretching. So we got to clean that up a little bit. But, yeah, that was a big return, and then our defense holds them because I think they got the ball in the red zone, and we held them. So
yeah, and another penalty played a big part in that one too. Well, Russell, we get a couple at home the next couple of weeks, and it's a good thing we do because you got probably the top 2 teams, if you throw you guys in that mix too, the top 2 teams in the conference coming on back-to-back weeks to Wiseman Field, starting with the Bighorn Rams next week for homecoming.
Yeah, Bighorn Rams making the trip. I'm glad we're not making that trip all the way up there back-to-back. I'm glad we're at home for back-to-back games, so we're excited. It'll be great.
Okay, well, I appreciate it. I'll let you get down to the guys and get on that bus for a happy hour-long trip home, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Russell.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. And he's a happy guy. Got a bunch of happy Blazer fans leaving Bulldog Stadium here, and that will pretty much do it for us. Once again, next week, that will be an hour earlier with a big trip from Sheridan County for both schools, Bighorn and Tongue River. Both of those 6 o'clock starts the next 2 Friday nights from Wiseman Field. But it'll be homecoming at Torrington High School this week, so always a fun thing to do. And cap it off with a big football game at the end of the week. This is going to be huge.
Yeah. No, Grant, I wanted to mention, too, we'll have 2 games for you next Friday, our CWAC game of the week. Both of them you'll be able to view on our YouTube channel. So those of you that watch this tonight, we'll have Lusk at Southeast at 1, and then as we talked about, Bighorn comes to town. We'll have that one on our YouTube as well from Wiseman at 6 o'clock.
Sending out all our thank yous. John Gunn back at the studios, again reminding you of Tim Hurst and the High School Football Scoreboard Show coming up on 98.3 Kerma FM. Turn the dial over to that, or just stay on the internet at KGOSKERM.com on the Kerm tab, and you'll hear Tim live running down a whole bunch of scores from a whole bunch of sports. I'm putting it on you, Tim. Got to cover everything, even that tennis down in Cheyenne for regionals. Coming up here at 10:05 tonight. We look forward to listening to that here. A little late night sports for you here on our stations. Wyoming Cowboys at Texas tomorrow with a pregame at 5, kickoff at 6, and the Broncos on Sunday taking on the Washington Commanders at 2 o'clock from Denver. So lots of football still coming your way. Ryan Caith, he's going to sleep good tonight, folks. I tell you what, camera, computer, stats, color, he can do it all, and he did a great job for us tonight. So, Grant Jones here at Bulldog Stadium in Wheatland with your final score. It was the Torrington Trailblazers going to 2-0 in Class 2A East Conference play with a 14-7 victory over Wheatland. Back to the studios at Cinch Country KGOS. We'll talk with you next week. Have a great Wyoming weekend, everybody.